Diamond, no. Is this why we come hunting? This is why we come hunting.
Back to Louisiana, we go to have a little youth hunt down there. Lynn's hosted this hunt for years now.
I remember sitting in my daddy's stand, my camo on and my gun in hand, praying the Lord would send something our way. And as we sat, I learned a thing or two about God's creation and my dad's values, lessons that shaped the man I am today. Oh, and when I think on all the memories of hunting, faith, and family, I just stop and thank the Lord for the way it was, the way it was, before all the distractions, when we would sit and imagine the way it was, the way it was. I thank God every day, the way it was.
We're out here today getting ready for this youth season that opens up day after tomorrow in Kansas. We just got through hanging a ladder stand and a lock on. We're trying to make this thing really good for these kids. We got 3 kids coming up here this weekend. And the way it was, we were carried out when we were kids by our fathers and grandfathers, and we're trying to do the same thing and make these kids have a good hunt. So we're working our butt off with these kids, and we enjoy it. So it's a blast working with these kids. And nothing better than to train them to get outside. They're not home playing video games out here in the real world. So Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon, we should put deer on the ground here.
All right, up here in Kansas, we got dirt roads and friendly people, and we don't lock your houses, and it's kind of the way it was when I was growing up. So we kind of enjoy being up here, and it kind of reminds me of the way I was raised, and the right kind of environment. And I mean, we have big whitetails, as good a whitetail hunting as there is in the United States right here. And we have the upland game birds, the quail, the pheasants. We got the bird dogs we hunt with, and Kansas does a good job with it. And one thing they really do that's neat is they have this youth season, the first weekend in September, and it gives the kids a chance to kill a really nice buck early on before the rut starts and all that. And it's kind of a good time to have the season for a kid. Our world has got to be fast-paced with the social medias and the kids and all, and this hunting is something that we can pass down to these kids, that you don't have to have all this instant gratification. You work for a big buck, or you do what you have to do to make things happen. And this is kind of a different way of teaching kids how to have patience and perseverance. This Labor Day weekend that we have the boys up here, and it's kind of a special time. Everything getting fast-paced, school's going, football going, and these kids have got so much stuff going on in their lives, they need some of this.
This segment is brought to you by Three Rivers Archery, your longbow and recurve experts.
We were supposed to have 3 kids on the youth hunt this year. One, unfortunately, got detained for a football game. But we had 2 kids there. We had Gus and Bud, and they were excited. Well, Mr. Beatty and I were going to be sitting in the blind with little Bud. That way his pa was there with him, and I'm going to be running the camera. All right, Mr. Beatty and I had Bud in a place that we knew they were some good, decent bucks coming in. And, in the morning on the youth hunt in September, it's not a whole lot of action, but we felt pretty confident we were going to see something that morning. We get in the blind that morning before daylight, and I'm the cameraman, and I spent all that night saying, man, I'm ready, I'm prepared, I'm going to get this done right. And I turn on the camera, nothing happened. The battery I charged all night was still in the charger at the house. I panicked. Luckily, I had a little second camera. It doesn't zoom quite as much as the first one, but it was my fail-safe, so I grabbed it, and sure enough, everything's going along good, and all of a sudden, Bud sees them before we do. He said, "Big buck." And there's not one, but there's 3 nice bucks coming in up a lane. And as they stepped into the lane, he said, "What about that one? Can I shoot that one?" I said, "Well, maybe let's wait. Let's look at them. Let's look at them." And then that 3rd buck came out, and he was a nice buck. And that boy started shaking. The whole blind was shaking.
The second one's a better book. That one to the right is a better book.
Can I shoot him?
I don't know, but I think we might get
I'm gonna shoot him. I'm gonna shoot that one.
not that one.
Not that one.
That one that you can't see right now. This is the last one. That one's the last. Where you want him go? Yeah.
I think it's a pretty nice deer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot him.
I think so.
I think you want to better shoot him.
Yeah.
Push it up.
Right on his shoulder. Go ahead.
Push it up.
Push it up. Okay. Right on his shoulder.
Johnny! Domino! Domino!
Domino, Bud.
He's a pretty nice deer, ain't he?
Bud, look at the camera, man. You're shaking like a leaf.
yeah.
Good job, man.
Have we got a Kansas
Good job.
Oh, do we have an excited kid?
I'll tell you that.
Domino. Is this why we come hunting? This is why we come hunting. Hey man, I love it. I love you too. You did exactly what you were supposed to. All right, my man. All right, bud. Have we got us a Kansas trophy?
Opening morning, you can't ask for better. That boy was shaking like leaves in the fall in the wind. His tears were rolling out of his eyes, and I just hope as a cameraman I was able to catch that. That was worth the whole trip. And of course, naturally, we had to calm him down a little bit, make him wait a little bit before we went up and looked at the deer, and he couldn't wait to get all the rest of the hunters down there to hit him.
Are you happy, Bud?
What about that? What about that? This is opening day of youth season, and we all came up here with Gus and Bud to do our hunt. And we sitting here. We had these little bucks come out, and then there's another one came out, and then another one. So we started looking, and we decided this might be a pretty good deer for old Bud to take down. And Goat got over the shoulder on him. We got ready, dropped him in his track. So we did good, didn't we, Bud? Putting that little extra effort in here, it really does pay off. Sometimes you think you're going to no avail, but preparation makes a whole lot. And what you see here is just the way it was.
That's a good one, Christian. I'm proud of you.
And all these kids, when you take a kid and he kills him a deer, and happiness is displayed like you don't see in other facets of their life. You know, when a kid shoots a deer and he's so happy that tears big as green walnuts rolling off his face, you know that kid has had a life experience. So that's what makes it all worthwhile, the happiness you see with a kid. All right, we have a youth hunt at our camp down there in Louisiana. And we take, of course, our grandkids and some of their friends, and then we have a big buck contest at the church every year, and this has been going on probably 15 years. And we give away prizes similar to a Ducks Unlimited banquet or whatever, and they give away prizes. And one of the prizes that we give away is a youth hunt for a kid under 16 years old. Gets to come on the youth hunt up there with my kids and the grandkids, and that's turned out to be a big event for all the kids to try to win the hunt to come to Mr. Beatty's camp for the weekend. And they just have a big time, so it's something they look forward to every year. And there's always new kids, and a lot of kids kill their first deer on this youth hunt. We really do have a lot of fun down there on the youth hunt, and the kids do too. It's not all hunting. They playing and romping, playing football and doing this, doing that. And you know, I really would like to be at school on Monday morning and hear just how big some of these trophies were that them kids killed. Boys, y'all get up here, let me show y'all something. Y'all all get up here. Let me know this. Look at right. So, all right, now look at him. I know y'all are smart, y'all know a whole lot of stuff, but Jimmy Ray.
Sir?
You know how to open up a banana?
Yes, sir.
Show us how. How you open up a banana?
Right here?
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Nuh-uh.
I got a good friend that showed me how to open up a banana. This is how you open up a banana. You know who my friend was? A monkey. That's how a monkey opens up a banana. So y'all go home tonight and y'all tell y'all's mama that y'all learned something that you will use the rest of your life. You learned how to open up a banana the proper way because a monkey taught you. Remember that, all of y'all.
Okay.
You eat banana? You know, anytime you have a gathering of kids, you got to lay down the rules. And the biggest rule we have up there with the kids is gun safety is number one. I mean, that we don't tolerate nothing but gun safety. But then the other rule is real important. Is when they go home, don't you tell your mama how many Cokes you drank, or how many bars of candy you ate, or cookies, or whatever. Don't tell your mama how much you ate. That's the number one rule. Nobody tells their mama how many Cokes they drank. Is that all right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. But really, we're going to be serious about this hunting tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
We have fun, but hunting is serious to me.
Yes, sir.
And the safety is the serious part. We're not going to load our guns until we get in our stands, and we're going to shoot safe shots, and everybody's going to have a good time, but we're going to do everything safe. Everybody got their orange?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, we're going to do things to where it's going to be safe and fun. And we're going to be doing this for years and years, but we all going to have fun. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I don't know whether y'all know it or not, but today is Mr. Goat's birthday.
Cupcakes. That's all I see.
What about that?
That's a big
I gotta
book.
see this birthday
What
cake.
about this?
What's the birthday?
I have been surprised with the birthday cake tonight. I had no idea this is for the kids, and it is for the kids, but they keep taking care of the old folks too. That's a lot of fun.
Normally when we hunting on our place down there, we try to shoot, good bucks. And but on this youth hunt, it's wide open. A kid can shoot whatever he wants to. If it's a doe, if it's a spike, a 4-point, or a big 8-point, it's wide open to these kids. This is for them to have a good time and enjoy what we're trying to teach them and let them enjoy.
What about it, Gus, man?
I'm ready to go try to kill me a big buck for the youth hunt.
Where we at?
We're at our camp where we always do the youth hunt every year. It comes around to be youth season, and we always do this youth hunt, and I'm excited.
buck. Come over here and check out that big buck, man. You ain't never seen no big buck this big. Wow.
The cameraman had his camera on, didn't he?
Well, we didn't get to-
Uh-oh.
We didn't have no camera. We wanted to kill deer.
Oh. We might need to change instead of Gus's Outdoor Town to be Gus's Outfitting and Guide Service. I believe you got a lot of potential clients around here that want to follow you around a little
My
bit.
goodness, no wonder nobody else didn't kill nothing. You got all the bucks up there with you.
Of course, we're from Louisiana, and Louisiana has a youth season as well. It's in October, and usually the first couple weeks of October, typically a little slow in Kansas. So back to Louisiana, we go to have a little youth hunt down there. Lynn's hosted this hunt for years now in conjunction with his church there, First Baptist Church of Houghton. And it's a hoot. He has kids up there, and I'm helping guide one of them this year. Happens to be the Reverend boy, Jake, AKA Jimmy Ray, and we had a blast that morning in the hunt. Jimmy Ray had his opportunity twice, and we didn't come home with a deer, but you know, he took it like a champ. It wasn't the end of the world. We had fun, and that's all you can ask for in a youth hunt.
It's opening morning of the youth season in Louisiana, and I'm in the stand with Mr. Jake Penny, aka Jimmy Ray. Say hi, Jimmy Ray. Me and Jimmy Ray, we're ready to put the hurt on a hog or a doe or a big buck. We're hunting in Paul's stand this morning over about a 2-acre food plot. And hopefully something will come out this morning. If it doesn't, we're gonna let him this afternoon on, baby. That's right. Okay, y'all stay with us. We're gonna turn this camera off and be quiet. We're going into stealth mode. We're ready to get this boy a critter on the ground this morning. Yeah, shoot the bigger buck. They're just working their way on this way. Yeah, you shoot that bigger buck. Can you shoot out that window? Yeah. Let's let him get broadside. He's doing a little sparring. Right behind that left front shoulder. Right there, yeah. Look. Put another one in, put another one in, put another one in. Go ahead, put another one in. I want He won't turn. Okay, all right there. Just settle in. Snap. Working on it. All right, put it right on him and settle in and just squeeze just like shooting a target right behind that shoulder. You're shooting a little high. We didn't get him, but it's not the end of the world, is it? I've been thinking about this. So, I just get sent this text to Paul and your daddy.
Okay.
And it says, we have compiled a list of excuses. Number one was not the cameraman's fault. That's number one. Number two, Rev had the gun shooting too high.
Oh.
Number three, Paul had the shooting one too high. Number four, the deer needed one more year. And those are subject to change as we think of some more.
Okay.
We had a pretty good little hunt going on. We brought Goat came in as one of our guide cameraman, and he had little Jimmy Ray down there, and we had a little problem with hitting the deer, and I'm not sure if it was the cameraman's fault or whether it was whoever sighted Jimmy Ray's rifle in, but somebody was making him shoot over them deer. I don't know who it was.
Boy, we learned a lot in the episode today, didn't we, about patience and perseverance. Jake, in his hunt, missed that deer a couple of different times. And, you know, we realized, too, that it doesn't matter how good your equipment is. It doesn't matter how big the deer is and how much preparation's going in. When you don't get that crosshair in the right place, then nothing works out the way it's supposed to. It's just like that in life, too, isn't it? You know, a lot of times in life, everything goes good for us. But if we don't get the cross in the right place in our life, the Bible tells us that Jesus came to this world. He died on the cross for your sins and for my sins. And when we put that cross in the right place in our life, then our sins can be forgiven. I'd like to ask you a question. Do you have the cross in your life? If you don't, we've got some folks that would love to talk to you. You see a website on the bottom of the screen. If you'll go to that website, there's some counselors there that would like to talk to you about getting the cross in the right place in your life. Hey, thank you for watching The Way It Was.